Alright guys, how you doing? It is October 22nd, Tuesday, I think, 2019. I don't know, the days are blurring together. I was trying to do a time-lapse video with my little Sony cam here. It's kind of like an imitation GoPro, and I don't have the correct mounts for it. The mount I had it mounted to the greenhouse, but the work I'm doing today, it's kicking up, you hear it? Anyway, the work I'm doing today, I was pounding on the steel up here, trying to put a rivet. See that rivet? Oh, there's one in the back here. I was trying to pound through the hole, and the vibration actually knocked the camera down, and when the camera fell, it broke off the tripod, which is kind of a cheap plastic looking thing. Didn't work as intended. So I'm gonna just give you a quick explanation, because I know it's been a long time since we caught up on the progress of the greenhouse. So excuse me, I got a few more of these backer board pieces to put up. We got one here, one right there, one about 6 panels down here, and then two on that end down there. Then we'll have all the backer boards up. And so what we're doing is we find a hole here, like right here, the hole. We'll use this drill bit to drill up. I'm going to try to do this while I'm working. Just kind of ream out the hole a little bit. And we take these rivets, and then we'll put them up into that hole, which is basically what I have going on here. And I take this block and I put it in there. It's kind of a wedge. Basically what it does is, when we take the top part of the rivets, they're called mating rivets, they're not your traditional rivets. With that hole up there, we put some silicone around here and then put it down into the hole. Now when we compress this top part, it's going to want to push this bottom part of the mating rivet out. So we use this block here to keep the back end of the rivet from pushing out. So it's just hard to show you, but there's a rivet back here that this block is pushed in and forcing the rivet to stay up tight against that hole. And so what I'm going to do, if I can do this single-handedly, so I'm going to put a little bit of silicone on there, because right now water and elements can still get to this until we get the gull wing louvers installed. So we got a little silicone on that rivet, and there's a hole up here that we drilled through. We'll put it down inside that mating rivet. Okay, now this block is going to keep that back rivet from pushing out. We want it tight. Grab our rivet gun, or grab our rivet gun, put it down over the stem. This is really hard to do one-handed. Basically squeeze it once, let it up, squeeze it twice, and then it pops. And we'll squeeze it one more time, get that stem out. See that stem? Normally I just shake it and it falls out. One-handed, take it out. All right. and that one's done. So you see how the rivet squashed that silicone around the hole I drilled? That way the water, any rain right now, while we don't have these covered up with the gull wing louvers that we'll install at a later date once we get done manufacturing them. That way, because this is technically an outdoor, like MDF type material. It's made for the siding on houses, but wherever it's been cut or exposed to the elements, you want to seal it so that it doesn't, you know, MDF and water just don't mix. It expands and bubbles up, and it's just sawdust after that. So we've actually, these came primed, and then we painted it with a coat of exterior grade paint. Eventually, no rain will get to this wood, this backer board, because we'll have it covered up by this sheet here, and then also the gull wings will close down when it's raining. So it can't be exposed to the weather, you know. Even if it starts raining when the gull wings are open, the gull wings will shut, so you won't get any rain inside the greenhouse. But now that we got that backer board out of there, I just pull that out. There you go. There you can see that rivet there. And then this one here. See? And that's what we're going to do here. Same thing. I'm going to put this block in, just like that. Kind of wedge it in there. Grab my hammer. Just like that. And then we'll take that upper rivet, put a little silicone on like we just did before, stick her in the hole, press it down, pop the stem, and it'll be secure. So we do this wherever we find holes. Now this one down here, there's not a hole down here like I would like. That bolt is actually going through it. That's holding this new rib on there. So I'm going to have to basically take a metal drill down through the wood and through the steel, spray a little cold galv up in there, and then we'll put a rivet to this end. I just don't like this hanging so loose because there's a lot of tension on these sheets. You know, some are tighter than the others. But we got this new system, which I'll show you in the next video, how we're like actually cutting the panels and then running them down the tracks, securing them at the bottom, and then coming back up, and then putting this new stretcher system that Mike and I kind of devised that works awesome. It's so nice. You don't have to sit there and hold it for each screw that you're pulling, you know, that you're dropping in to secure the furring strip across. So it works out super handy. You'll see it. You'll be like, oh, that's totally cool if you're into building stuff and trying to find an easier way to do things. So, but yeah, I don't like the way this is really floppy here. With the stress of the panel pulling down, it's going to want to torque this board to the side, and I don't want that to happen. So we're going to put an extra rivet over here, but I just got to drill a new hole through the steel so we can put that rivet in there. So, like I said, it's raining today. Kind of sucks, but we got to get this done. I want this done in the next week, 2 weeks tops. I want this whole roof done and enclosed. It's definitely raining. Okay, so when we actually cut panels, run panels, and then stretch them, I'll take more video. I just got to figure out a way to rig my camera up so it can stay, and then take a time-lapse video and some regular videos, and show you guys what we're doing and show you guys the finished product. All right, talk to you later.